recording. I'm smoking this blunt. Hey, Andy. Greens. Greens and close the door. Blunt talk. We're having our first podcast. No. Yeah. It's the pot podcast. So it's recording from this mic right here. Hi, welcome, and we're here at the Whose Blunt Is It Anyways, as we like to call it, podcast. We're here with Andy Arbus and our guitar player. Ariel Gurrigan. And we're just going to be talking, a little bit about things. This week's subject is going to be... It'll record from there? Okay, I'll be mic'd on that, okay. So this day's podcast is sort of... The idea of this podcast is going to be the change of people's conversation as they go through a blunt. The way that, if it gets more creative or, anything like that. So we're going to find out...
The colors arise.
In this podcast, so tune in if you get interested. You have to play the intro to the fucking podcast. Come on, we talked about this for hours. So the topic is today, we're talking about old blues versus new age blues. Andy, what's your views? What do you think of the old blues, and what do you think of the transition of blues and R&B today, and how it influenced each other? Now he's going to inhale the marijuana, which is going to cause a transfer of brain shit. So he's going to end up, instead of being normal, it's going to be THC.
That's what I think of blues.
And that was Andy Arbus. Now we're going to go to our guitar player, Ariel Garon, with the same question. What do you think about old blues as versus new blues nowadays? How it's faster, or if it's less conventional, or how it's changed from before, and what you like about old.
New blues is faster than old blues, honestly.
That's what I was gonna say too. I felt like back in the day it was more soul, and nowadays it's more jamming. I feel like exactly. I feel like as time went on, they sort of were less they held back less as time went on. I feel like now we're just don't give a fuck. I felt like there was cultural rules back then, especially with blues and coming out of New Orleans. That jazz era, you're playing for most of the white crowd. And this is Ariel Garon playing us into the half-an-hour music section of our podcast, where we'll be jamming out. And, I feel like if I don't cough, I won't keep coughing. But if I start coughing, I cough for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go down. Why go down? Why not go up? Try it out. Try different things every time. Instead of going dun dun dun, go ba dun dun or ba dun ba dun dun. Something. Just try it. There's hella shit you can do.
This is the chord right here, right? So
ear will tell you if it's right or not, dude. Your ear will tell you if it's right or not.
Here. No, that's there. Put it there. Over here. Put this one here. And this one over here.
You call these bagels?
Over here. Over here.
Do you call these bagels?
Down, 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 down. There you go. There you go. Got it? That's a theory. Now you can do that chord pattern all the way down the whole guitar. At different patterns, strum patterns, at different ways. Just remember that pattern. That's blues and funk right there.
Mm-hmm.
Higher, one more. One more. The pinky. You have to use your pinky, dude.
Yeah, you gotta utilize all your
If you don't
fingers.
use your pinky,
All your fingers,
you
dude.
will not
Be able to get around, yeah.
you are a guitarist, so pinky. Even the drummers need to use a pinky.
I just use my pinky every second, bro. I try not to, but I need to use my pinky. I don't like doing it. It's hard, but I got it, man. You got a 5-chord stretch. You got to be able to use all your fingers. Especially if you start doing jazz chords, it would get complicated and shit, bro. Hey, where's your brew at? Andy, why don't you have a brew? Grab a brew, and you get a brew too. And then let's set brew, and then jam right now. Then we'll finish the rest of the blunt when we're done jamming, or the other half. Gotta spit it like the illest sick rapper from the West. What do you mean? That Doge gets me so zooted, dude. Oh my god. That's gonna be so funny when we watch that again. Oh my god, Andy. Hey, give me that guitar. Does it work? No, the other one. Now practice soloing while I'm playing this thingy. Shut up. Fuck, that one. What are you doing? So you got a solo. Nice. Got him. Here, put that over there.
I wish I could plug that in.
Oh, that'll be. Why not?
Dude, it's all my knees and knees, dude.
You had what?
My knees and knees, dude. My fucking knees, bro. My knees.
Oh, yeah, did you fight Bullock? Oh, that was in the morning. Oh, that was that night.
I fought Bullock?
Yeah. You didn't fight him, but you two wrestled. You just did.
And you messed up my
Was that this morning?
I don't know.
How do you not remember that? You and Bo just had a tussle because he was 205 pounds, and I was like, whoa, he's 205 pounds. No, stop it. Get out of here. Alright. Where's the beer? Oh, there it is. Let's do some
Okay,
fucking...
so let's take that from the top, and then what do we do in the beginning? Can we do a video of that?
You don't want to have an intro, you mean, or what do we actually do in the beginning?
What we did in the beginning, in the very first video we did. Can we view that for a second, and then we're gonna play everything
Is
that
it
we
this
know
one?
through, okay?
Yeah, is it this one?
Go